Hey guys, and welcome to episode number 57 of Limitless Studios TV. As always, check out our forum, limitless-studios.com. Click on the forum link, and we've got tons of activity going on there. You can post up your mixes, you can sell stuff on there. We've got a classified section, and then there's standard, talk about all your gear, and get suggestions for what to buy.
Yep.
And so this week, we're going to have another cool review for you. We're going to be reviewing the Studio Projects B1 that we unboxed a couple weeks ago.
Yep.
And we have that over here.
Yep, so you can see the mic itself. We've actually got it plugged in because we got some, we're going to do a little clip, show you how it sounds while we're recording this video. So we'll do that later. Mm-hmm. But I guess we'll go ahead and start getting into our pros and cons. We're going to basically do it the same way we did the floor cue. So our first pro is it's a very affordable mic. It's a large diaphragm condenser, as you've seen, and it's $99 US. So you can pick it up very cheap, and it actually sounds spectacular. So
spectacular. That's
yeah. And then another good thing about it is it's a nice heavy mic, but it's good build quality. So if you like drop it or something, you're probably not going to break it or anything.
No,
but I wouldn't advise dropping it to begin with. And then, like we said, it comes with a shock mount and foam windscreen.
Yes. Those here. It's a shock mount.
Yeah, the shock mount is pretty nice. Nice metal rim. And it actually comes with a couple extra of those little rubber things that go around the shock mount.
Yeah, these cables here that actually...
So if you break one or something like that, you can replace it.
Then here's the foam windscreen, obviously.
Yep.
And it just slides on like that.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple switches on here. You've got your standard, flat dB level. Then you have a negative 10 pad and a negative 20 dB. So if you got something really loud and you don't want to crank down your preamp, you can use that.
Drums, for example.
Mm-hmm. And then you also have a high-pass filter on the back, 75 hertz, and what is that? 150 hertz.
For like talking voices or some kind of low-end in drum mix or something.
Yep. And we'll be using that actually on the acoustic clip later on.
Yep.
That you'll hear.
Like all condenser mics, this mic is, you have to have 48-volt phantom power.
Yes.
In order to use it. So make sure you have that on your interface or mixer or whatever you have.
They also sell external phantom power units.
Mm-hmm.
They can get kind of expensive, especially for just applying phantom power.
Yeah.
But most interfaces today, even cheaper ones, have phantom power built in.
Yeah. And as far as the actual sound quality goes, we found this mic to be very crisp and clear sounding. It was also very sensitive.
Yeah,
so
it's extremely sensitive.
It was great for acoustic and vocals. You could really use them for overheads. We didn't actually try that, but if we had some kind of pair of them, you could actually use them for overheads. It would probably sound pretty nice.
Yep.
You could also mic a guitar cab with it due to its high SPL rating. I think it was 137 or something.
Yeah, 137 dB is about.
Yeah, so you could use it to mic up a guitar cab. Probably work good for clean stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how well it would work for distorted tones, but I guess you could give it a whirl. And then I guess we'll go ahead and talk about some of the cons.
There weren't very many cons.
No.
At all, actually.
Really pretty impressed with the mic. One of the cons was the way that the mic actually goes into the shock mount.
This is a little weird. It is not very, well, I can't even do it with the cable.
Yeah, since we got it plugged in, you can't do it, but it's got a little notch on the mic.
Well, yeah,
you probably won't be able to see it,
but
there's a little notch right there.
A notch.
And then you're just supposed to force the mic inside of the shock mount. Yeah. And it's kind of difficult. It'll probably get better after time, but
it's kind of crude the way you're supposed to do that.
Yeah, and then getting it off is quite painful as well.
It's even more difficult than getting it on.
Yeah. And then the other con was, which isn't really a con, and we're just kind of nitpicking now, but the foam windscreen attenuates your higher frequencies, so you're definitely going to want to get a pop filter of some kind. Yeah. We actually have one right here. It's just a cheap thing. It was like $15. Actually, I think we got it free with another mic. But
yeah.
And
those work much better than
these don't attenuate your high frequencies as much, so you definitely want to use these for your vocals or anything. But you could use this mic in a podcast. I guess we'll demonstrate the actual sound quality of the mic with the foam windscreen.
Yeah, we're going to switch over here to the actual microphone. So
yeah, you're hearing us now through the B1 microphone.
Yeah, B1 only here. So as you can hear, it's extremely clear, extremely crisp. So if you are like a podcast or something like that, then this would be a very nice mic. Or for even doing, voiceover stuff or something like that.
Small radio shows.
Yes. So and it's not just like a vocal mic or an instrument mic. It can also be used very well for, talking purposes. So keep that in mind as well.
Yep. All right. And I guess we'll go ahead and start going into the clips now.
Yes.
The actual mic, because that's really what matters the most, how the actual mic sounds. So the first clip we're going to show you here, or let you listen to, is an acoustic guitar. Mm-hmm. The acoustic guitar we recorded, and the as far as mic position goes, the B1 was about 3 feet away from the guitar, and it was mic'd between the 12th and the 16th fret.
Yes.
Fairly standard mic position for an acoustic guitar.
Mm-hmm.
And one note is the acoustic guitar has dead strings. It's probably been a year since they've been changed, but later on we'll show you a rough mix, and we actually EQ'd the little dead string sound out, and it sounds a lot better that way. But for now, you're going to hear the guitars completely raw.
Yes.
So I guess we'll go ahead and take a listen to that.
All right, so as you heard there, even though the guitar did have fairly dead strings, you can still hear how clear the mic comes across.
Yeah,
we should also say that this is a one-directional cardioid condenser microphone. Yep. So you can't get the full, talk or sound by using this, the top of the mic or the back.
Yeah.
There is no setting for an Omni or something like that. Like we did the review of the MXL 4000.
Yeah,
you could set it to Omni, and it would,
It only has, this mic only has the one pattern. It's the cardioids pattern.
They make was this a C3?
Yeah, that has multi-pattern if you're interested. We'll probably get one of those in the future sometime.
Yes. But now we're going to leave you with a rough mix with vocals that were recorded with this mic.
Yep. And
the acoustic guitar that is EQ'd and compressed.
Yeah, little notes about the rough mixes. We EQ'd the guitars, we compressed the guitars lightly, and we added a little reverb to the guitars to add a little more ambience. And then the vocals, of course, they were auto-tuned, compressed, EQ'd. We added a de-esser as well.
And reverb.
And reverb. So fairly standard stuff. So it's a rough mix, but yeah, go ahead and take a listen to it, I guess. And
we'll see you next week
yeah.
in another Limitless Studios episode.
You've taken a part of me that cannot be undone. For the life you say will go away for my sake. Oh, you cannot be clear about the world you have given us. Back away from there, and you'll find